What's up, guys? Ninth Jim here. Today I'm bringing another competitive VGC 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield content video. Today we're going to be talking about Dracovish, which is a really good Pokemon, a really cool new Gen 8 Pokemon. This Pokemon's really fast and really strong. Not as fast as a lot of Pokemon, but we like to patch that up a little bit with Tailwind and making that insane. So this Pokemon has a good couple of abilities. Its hidden ability is Sand Rush, which is really cool. But that's not what we're using. We're running Strong Jaw on ours. Water Absorb is also a pretty cool ability, but we're using Strong Jaw. It just makes your biting moves very strong with 50% additional. And then you run something like a Choice Band on it, and then it's just starting to do huge damage here, and it's really cool. So it's also a Water Dragon, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet Pokemon. So we're gonna look at its move pool a little bit here. Brutal Swing's a pretty cool move. Ancient Power is a pretty good move. Not really for him though, because it's special, and we're gonna go all into attack. Biting moves are good, but Bite is not good because we have Crunch also, which could be used. Vicious Rend. This is the attack that everybody's going crazy about this Pokemon for. First off, it has 85 as base power, which is pretty good. It's a physical move. It's a water move, so it's stab. And also, when it goes first, its power is doubled, which is just absurd. Like, that's really powerful. So you double it with the attack of that. It has stab. You give it Choice Band. This Pokemon is dealing huge damage with water, like crazy huge damage with that. So that's awesome. This Pokemon is really cool because of that. Also learns things like Giga Impact, Rock Slide. Most of these moves oh, my voice. Most of these moves I'm not using in this set. I just want to point out because they're cool, may not be used, may be used. Rock Tomb's pretty cool. It lowers the speed of things, so that's pretty sweet. That kind of works really well for that. Rock Blast is kind of cool. Ice Fang is going to be used most likely. What else do we have? Earthquake's good. I highlighted Low Kick. Leech Life is good. Waterfall would be good if we didn't get Vicious Rend, but we get Vicious Rend, so yeah. Earth Power is cool. Iron Head is cool. Stone Edge is cool. Psychic Fangs is really interesting. You can run it on something with like an Indeedee set, and then have like Indeedee come in, follow me and stuff, and then the other partner Pokemon can come in and you set up a Tailwind, guarantee your setup with Tailwind, and then you can bring in Psychic Fangs and start doing really big spread damage across, or not spread, really good coverage damage over everything. It can get Draco Meteor, but like, come on, we're not special, so that is what it is. Here we have a lot of good G-Max moves. It has access to almost all of these good G-Max moves, or all of these actually. I think you can get all of those. But anyway, into our stats, we have 90 attack, which is pretty good. It's not amazing, but Vicious Rend makes it huge, and then Choice Band makes it crazy. It has a really good move pool, so yeah, 90 is not bad. 90 HP and 100 defense and 80 special defense. Not bad for bulk for like a really powerful Pokemon. This Pokemon can live some really good attacks, so that's pretty good. 75 speed isn't insane, so we really want to patch that up with something like Tailwind, something like Max Airstream once we get him out. It's really good, or something like an Icy Wind partner. I think I've seen that before. That's really interesting, that you can really pair it with a lot of things that just lower opponent's speed and then get you going really easy. So here we have a set. It's a Leech Life, Earthquake, Ice Fang, Vicious Rend set. These can change. Earthquake and Leech Life can change. I think Ice Fang and Vicious Rend are guaranteed to be on the set every time, in my opinion. Vicious Rend is the whole point of this Pokemon. This is really strong. And then Ice Fang is also just very good because it's a biting move. It's also ice, so it has good coverage. And you could run something like Crunch over the Earthquake Leech Life. Leech Life is good because it saps some life out of them. You know, you hit a thing with that you can heal back up. So that's pretty good. It's always a big deal. Earthquake, depending on your team, if you need that. Maybe if you're running Tyranitar Excadrill on your team, you don't really want Earthquake as much. You can replace that with something else. Iron Head's a good move. We talked about Psychic Fangs. That's really good too. Crunch if you don't have that kind of coverage. So really, this Pokemon has such a huge, diverse move pool that you can really put whatever you want on there. Choice Band is our choice item. We could run something else. Scarf is an idea, just because it can be faster then, and you want to go first as much as you can. Come out with Vicious Rend. That's definitely an idea as well. I like Choice Band. It makes him really powerful. It makes this Ice Fang huge. It makes his Vicious Rend huge. Crunch would be huge. All of these moves. Earthquake would be very strong. Leech Life is good. All of these moves are awesome. So then we have into its EV spread. Here we just max its attack and max its speed. We want him always going first, so we also gave him Jolly. And yeah, it's pretty good. I just put the leftovers into HP. You don't really, for right now, we're just doing 252, 252. It's pretty early in the format. We don't know everything. Not all calcs are complete yet, so it's pretty good. I like this set. I think this is working pretty well for me. So then we have a good partner Pokemon is Whimsicott. Prankster Tailwind is really good, so you can set up Tailwind immediately, get Dracovish coming out with a really fast Vicious Rend, and that's pretty good. So Tailwind's great. You can also run other Tailwind setters, being like a Corviknight. I botched that spelling. I always do. Corviknight, he's really powerful. He's really defensive, and he can get a pretty good spread. So he can get Iron Head, he can get Brave Bird, but the biggest thing that we're focusing on is the Tailwind. He can get that as an egg move, I believe. I think I bred mine with a Braviary. And speaking of Braviary, that's another Tailwind setter that you can get. So that's awesome too. A lot of Pokemon can get, or there's not a lot of Pokemon that get Tailwind, but Tailwind is kind of like the basis beyond, around the Dracovish. And a lot of these Pokemon can have really good team comps with other things as well. Like Whimsicott has access to Beat Up, so you can make your whole core team can go around Whimsicott, Dracovish, and then something that takes advantage of Beat Up, so something like the Arcanine or Lucario. And then you could also take something, play something that takes advantage of Fake Tears and Moonblast for coverage, or you could even make this something like Encore. You can make it Giga Drain. I don't know. Whimsicott, we're not talking about Whimsicott because I'm going to be making a video about Whimsicott. So anyway, this was all about Dracovish, and I think we did a pretty good job at talking about Vicious Rend being so powerful. A good couple of good pairs for that. Tailwind makes this guy great. Things like Icy Wind users, something like a Gengar does learn it. That's what I was typing in. Something like a Weavile, it's fast Icy Wind user. Something like a Mr. Mime, fast Icy Wind user. Not amazing speed, but it's pretty good. Weavile's there. Frostlass is another one. Something else that you can use as a fast Icy Wind user. Look at that speed. It's pretty good. And it gets Icy Wind, I believe. I might be wrong, though. Icy Wind, yeah, right there. So we want just to be fast, come out with Vicious Rend. Also, other options is you can G-Max one of these guys next to him and then hit with the Max Airstream. So that's pretty good. And it boosts Dracovish speed, and then it's coming in big damage. Vicious Rend coming in, doubling its damage. Choice Band making it big, 1.5 times damage. It's water, so it's hitting with Stab for Vicious Rend, so that's really awesome. So overall, this Pokemon is just really powerful and pretty fast if you set it up with Tailwind, Max Airstream, anything like that. Icy Wind. So yeah, consider Dracovish for your team. It's a really good Pokemon. So with all that being said, if you like this kind of content, go ahead and like and subscribe. Go ahead and comment down below what kind of Pokemon you want to see next in these competitive builds, videos, and yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.